Well, hey friends, and welcome. Today I want to share with you what's in my minimal hospital bag. I'm currently 37 weeks, so I just hit term, about to become a first-time mom. I could not be more excited, but with the baby due any day, I figured it was time to pack a hospital bag. Thought it might be fun to share with you all what I'm planning to bring. Definitely trying to keep things a bit more minimal while also considering the things that I think I'll want and need just to be comfortable. So whether you're currently expecting and trying to figure out what to pack or just a bit curious, think that this will be fun. So let's go ahead and get right into this. So starting off with the bag, everything that I need for both me and baby is packed here in this little travel backpack that I actually got off of Amazon a couple years back. I feel like I've watched some of these videos in the past and people always go out and buy specific bag only for their hospital trip, which if you need a bag, great, go buy one. But I already had and love this one, and I figured may as well use something I already own. That said, this is an incredible bag. I use it all the time when traveling. It's ultra functional and today one of my best Amazon purchases. Now let's get to the good stuff. I'll open this up, show you what I'm bringing. So starting with clothing, my hospital told me to pack like you'd be gone for 2 days, so it's pretty much what I did. I'm just going to be bringing 2 matching lens sets that I can wear during the day for sleeping, whatever. They're ultra comfortable, but also feel a little bit more put together than pajamas. They're both from Aerie. This black set I actually owned prior to ever becoming pregnant, but I've actually been able to wear it literally up until now at 9 months pregnant, so I think it'll be great for postpartum. This one is just a black, kind of like muslin textured long sleeve, and then it comes with some matching shorts. I figured black would just be a safe color for postpartum. Then the second set, which will actually be my coming home outfit, is new. Just wanted to have some comfortable things for those first few weeks postpartum, and I know I'm going to be wearing this for years. This is just a super soft kind of waffle textured pullover, and again, just some drawstring shorts. Okay, then a couple of other clothing items, because both of those matching sets have shorts as the bottom. Wanted to have an option just in case it's a bit colder at the hospital than I'm expecting, so I'm just going to be packing a basic pair of black leggings to wear. Also going to be bringing a robe, and my thought is I can either use this as an extra layer if I'm a little bit chilly, or if I want to just wear it by itself. I think it could be great for skin to skin, and I'm not sure if I'm going to find being in like a proper set of clothing or something like this that's a bit more accessible for doctors, nurses, all of that, more comfortable postpartum. So kind of giving myself options, but also layers at the same time. Also really love this cozy waffle fabric. And really the only other things that I'm going to be bringing clothing wise are a couple of nursing tanks. I've heard really good things about these Larkin nursing bras. It's kind of a long line bra that you can also wear as a tank, which personally sounds really appealing to me. So I just brought 2 of those to wear. I feel like a lot of people say to bring grippy socks or slippers to wear in the hospital, but personally, neither of those is really my vibe. So I think what I'm going to do instead is just to bring a few pairs of normal socks that I don't mind if I need to throw out afterwards. And then also just when I go to the hospital, wear slip-on shoes. They're kind of like a mule situation. And I'll just kind of put those on if I'm walking on the floor and I need something that has some grip. But yeah, I'm skipping slippers and grippy socks. Let's chat labor and recovery. The first thing that I'm going to be bringing is the Freedom Mom labor gown. I'll be honest, I am not a huge fan of hospital gowns, and so when a friend of mine ended up getting a C-section and not needing the gown that she'd purchased, she offered to give it to me. I was like, yes, please. I would love that. That sounds incredible. Basically the same idea as a hospital gown. It literally has snaps all up and down it, but the only difference is it is the softest material and super comfortable. I'm planning to labor in this. It's not one of those things that is strictly speaking essential. However, I think it's just going to be so much more comfortable and make for a better overall experience for me. Then apart from the gown, I've just got everything else that I should need for labor and recovery in in this little zippered bag here. So for the most part, I am planning on just using the different recovery items that the hospital provides. However, there are a couple notable exceptions to that. The first of which is I will be bringing the Freedom Mom Peri bottle with me. I've heard that these are just an absolute game changer if you have a vaginal delivery, and to be honest, that just makes sense to me. The ones that they give you at the hospital basically just look like a squirt bottle. This just feels like it's going to be so much more ergonomic, so much more comfortable, and just easy to use and to navigate. So am planning on bringing this. Then the other thing that I've heard is just a big upgrade on what the hospital gives you is the Freedom Mom boy shorts. Most hospitals provide you with disposable mesh underwear, which I've seen, and they just kind of look awkward and uncomfortable, so really like the idea of a boy short instead. I've actually tried these on and they are quite comfortable. So I'm just planning on bringing 2 pairs, and of course if I end up needing more, can just use what the hospital has. Just a few other things. I've got some nursing pads. Not sure that I'll end up needing these, but they take up so little space that I figured couldn't hurt to bring them. Also got some nipple butter in here. Heard really good things about this Earth Mama nipple butter, so going to give that a try. I've just got a couple packs of my prenatal vitamins in here. My plan is just to use up the last of my 3rd trimester packs, and then probably when I get home, I'll be switching to Parallel's postnatal vitamin. Then the last thing in this bag is I just have a little trial size version of Aquaphor. I've heard this stuff is great to put on before the baby's first poop, makes it a lot easier to clean up. I was sent this little sample size bottle, I think with something I ordered, so felt like a good time to use it. I guess the last thing for this category would be my water tumbler, but that's more so on my to grab on the way out the door list, because obviously I'll be using that up until I head to the hospital. Okay, then there are just a couple of miscellaneous things too that I'll be using once we get transferred out of the labor unit into the postpartum unit, where we'll be staying for, I think it's 24 to 36 hours after giving birth. So the first thing that I've got is an extra long phone charger. I can't remember if this one is 10 or 15 feet, but it's pretty long. Pretty much everyone I've talked to has universally said this is like the essential to bring, because when you get transferred to the postpartum unit, typically your bed is going to be in the middle of the room. You're not going to be near any type of charging situation, and so it's really helpful just to have a long cord. And per usual, I've just used a binder clip just to keep the cord organized. Then for sleeping, I'm bringing a little silk eye mask. I use one of these for sleeping pretty much every night, so I feel like I'll want it at the hospital. I've got my Toiletries bag. Honestly, the contents of this bag never really change. I just constantly keep it packed so that I can grab it and go. So in here, I just keep some shampoo, conditioner, the body wash, some micellar water, which I use for removing makeup, toothbrush. I've got a little moisturizer here, some hairspray, and I also like to keep a little face cleaning cloth, so I use this with the micellar water. And that's basically it. I'm not planning on adding or removing anything for the hospital. Actually, you know what? Deodorant. It's on my grab on the way out the door list, but I will be putting that in there. Then I am planning on bringing just a little bit of makeup, and I'm not entirely sure that I'm going to want to wear this, but I want to have it as an option because personally, I just like wearing makeup. I feel more put together and just more human and myself when I wear it, and so I have a feeling that I probably will end up using at least a little bit. So I'm not bringing much, but I have packed a little concealer, some powder, my brow pencil and gel, eyeliner, mascara, a very practical item I know I'll use, got some lip balm, a lip gloss that's also super moisturizing. Then I tend to get some crazy flyaways, so I've just got this little hair finishing cream that basically you like use like you would almost mascara to comb your hair, kind of keeps things in place, and I don't know, I just feel like that might be a good kind of easy way to make myself feel a bit more human, presentable, all of that. And then the last thing I've got here is just a hair clip. Really not much, and it all fits in this little pencil case, but kind of see it as giving myself options. And of course, I've got my toothbrush. Then the last kind of hygiene item is in this little cotton bag. I just packed a pair of flip-flops that I can use as shower shoes. I've heard from a lot of people that that first shower that you take after delivery is just the most incredible incredible feeling, and knowing myself, I feel like I'm definitely going to want a shower, so just packed a basic kind of cream colored pair of flip-flops to use for the shower. And just a couple of miscellaneous things. I've got my AirPods, my Kindle. Not sure if I'll want or need either of those, but figured it wouldn't hurt to have them just in case I'm up in the middle of the night, can't sleep, want to do some light reading or watch something. Again, it's just giving myself options. I'm a big snack person, and I've heard that, especially if you deliver in the middle of the night, it's really helpful just to have some snacks in case the cafeteria isn't open. So in here, I've just got a few of my favorite things. Been loving raisins this pregnancy, so I've just got a couple boxes of those. I have 2 Kind energy bars in the chocolate chunk flavor. These have 10 grams of protein in them, and again, been loving them the past few months. I've got a couple little pouches of trail mix. This one has almonds, pecans, dark chocolate chips, dried sweetened cherries, and macadamia nuts. Then another sample I received were these Bessie's Best Lactation cookies. I think it's got 1 or 2 cookies in here, so figured may as well pack that, use up some of those sample size products. And then the last thing that I've got in here is just 2 little packs of liquid IV in the passion fruit flavor. I really try not to go overboard with snacks, but just to have some things available for if I wanted them. Let's wrap this up with the fun stuff and talk through what I'm bringing for baby. I just packed everything that we'll need for the baby in this wet bag that will eventually be going in the diaper bag. So of course, we've got the going home outfit. Look at how tiny it is. This is the snow waffle onesie from Spearmint Love in the size newborn. So precious. I just got the little hat to go with it as well. I also wanted to bring 1 backup sleeper just in case we have an accident or something like that in the going home outfit. This one's also a tiny bit bigger. This is from Magnetic Me in the sweetest little like world travel print. It's so cute. And again, you've just got the little sleeper and the hat to go with it. Then I've also got a muslin swaddle that I figure I can use for announcement pictures, as a baby blanket if he gets cold on the ride home, kind of like a little multi-use type of an item. I really like the kind of sage and cream checker of this. I've got a sterilized pacifier and clip here. This is from the brand Bibs, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use a pacifier in the hospital, but figured it would be good to have as an option. Again, I can use it for announcement pictures. I think it would be kind of a sweet little prop. And then also I'm open to using it, so I'll have it for if we need it. Then the last 2 things I have in here are a portable sound machine. This is from the brand Yoga Sleep, but I've heard sound machines are really helpful to have in the hospital to kind of drown out some of the hospital noises that you have in the background. So I think it'll be useful just to have the baby kind of able to get used to it immediately. And also Christopher and I like sleeping with white noise, so it'll be good for us as well. And the last thing that I've got in here is the Newborn Love to Dream swaddle, which I've heard is just extremely easy and user-friendly to use. And so in case it takes us a little bit longer to get the hang of kind of proper swaddling technique in the hospital, figured it would be good to have this as an option that's just easy and really straightforward. I will say this wasn't on my list of things to bring originally. I was just going to use the swaddles that they have at the hospital, but a friend highly recommended bringing something as kind of a backup option. So going to use it this time, and if I find that useful, probably bring it for any future children that we have. But this one, it's kind of a test run for me. So that's everything that will be going in my hospital bag, but then there are just a couple of things that will be going in my husband's hospital bag, and then just a couple loose items that will go in the car. So in my husband's bag, obviously he'll have all of his essentials, but then I've also put him in charge of bringing the Bluetooth speaker and my camera, since he'll kind of be in charge of both of those while we're at the hospital. I've asked him to DJ and also to take some pictures. Then in our car, obviously we'll have the car seat, which currently we just have the base, so we'll add the car seat in when we're on the way to the hospital, but we're all set up and good to go with that. Then the 2 other things that I'm going to put in there are my pillow. I've had several friends deliver at the same hospital that I'll be delivering at, and they all had amazing things to say. However, they did also all say, while the hospital provides you with pillows, the pillows that they have aren't great. And so if you want to get any sleep, it's a good idea to bring your own pillow, which I'm all on board with. So I'm going to be bringing my pillow. Probably only going to get it from the car when we get transferred to the postpartum unit. I'll have Christopher go and grab that for me, but I think it'll be useful. Then the final thing that I'll be bringing to the hospital is my breastfeeding pillow. I'm hoping that that'll make the learning curve just a bit easier for me. So that's everything that I'm planning on bringing to the hospital. What's in my bag? For the most part, I really have tried to stick to the essentials, but of course there are a handful of items that I've added in just for increased comfort and also to, as a first-time mom, trying to get a better sense for what am I going to use and what do I like when I'm giving birth. So really hope that this was helpful for you, maybe that it gave you some ideas, some inspiration. But of course too, if you are an experienced mama, I would love to hear, what did you love and use when it came to what you brought to the hospital? Be sure to let me know what your essentials are and maybe some things too that you think a lot of people say that you need, but that you don't actually need. Be sure to let me know what your favorites are, what your overhyped items are that you say, you can get by without. Be sure to let me know in the comments. And as always, friends, don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.